So we're going to game one into Battlefield. What do you think of this pick as a neutral stage?
It should be okay. I don't think Battlefield's particularly bad for Diddy, but Sheik also likes Battlefield, especially with the way that Sheik can poke through platforms with things like the up smasher to get kills with the tip of the move for high percents. So I don't think the stage is bad for either caliber, but it might be a stage Lyto prefers. I'm not sure, but SBF is pretty comfortable on here.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think it's fair to say Diddy Kong doesn't really have any bad stages, so say, but. I don't know. I don't think Battlefield is his best stage by any stretch of the imagination. But again, SBF is a very good player of the platforms, very good at tech roll read and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah. So I'm sure this is going to be a good pick. It looks like Lyto's got the early lead.
Nice. So right now, Lyto's just trying to assert stage control on SBF, which is quite a feat considering it's Diddy.
Meanwhile, Lucretia is screaming in the background. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, Lucretio's popping off. It must have. What's it they say about the
Either
Lucretio?
something's gone very, very wrong or very, very right. I can't tell.
What is it they say about the Lucretio matchup? To win, you have to play the most rogue thing possible.
Alright, so carrying on with this game, man. Lyto's got a little bit of a percent deficit, but not by much at all. But again, I hate to say it because it's oversaid on commentary so much, but when you're down a Sheik in percent in particular, it gets a little bit difficult because now you can't really play the bait and punish game that Sheik really does thrive on.
Yeah, like when you're Sheik, you really want them to try and approach because Sheik's frame data is so good that Sheik can just catch you with so many things if you're not prepared for them.
Totally. So SBF getting your standard bread and butter combos there, up throwing to up air. Got him at the ledge, but he doesn't use the bananas to trap him there well. Doesn't really have enough time to pull it out. Lyto with SBF at the ledge, and again, no utilization, no trapping from either players there. Both of them slacking a little bit, but just early game one, maybe they're just trying to feel each other out, seeing what kind of options they're going to be picking.
So far, there has been quite a lot of respect in the matchup.
Absolutely. SBF leaving the bananas for a situation.
Oh, that's not good. He missed the ledge.
I like that option. So SBF dropped the banana to a position where he knew that Lyto was going to roll if he's done. And then SBF just reading the fact that he's going to recover on stage, just goes for a charge down smash. Really good stuff there. Yep. And this is the problem now, man, because SBF thrives on this type of pressure, man. When someone has to approach him, he knows he can shield, he knows he can grab, and he can get that percent. Diddy's not a guy who can kill very, very early. But I'll tell you what, if you're playing in the disadvantage, that's where it gets. Yeah,
this is the point where Diddy players love to wrap the opponent around their finger. This is exactly the conditions a Diddy wants to have optimal play. He goes for the surprise rocket barrel, but Lyto catches it out.
Totally. So yeah, it was a good choice from Lyto, but again, because SBF wasn't really too low to the ground, it was difficult for him to actually get a prop again. Reads the tech roll in time, but he doesn't utilize it too much, but he does get the rapid jam off. Got SBF off stage again. Very
dangerous.
Errant. Those barrels were very, very questionable, but he does get away with it, luckily for him. Oh, wait for that down air on the vanish. And again, went for the forward smash. And that's the thing that does happen with Sheik, man. It gets to a position where if Sheik's got too much rage on her and the percent's way too high, you can fall out of that second forward smash, but he does get the clean up.
The bouncing fish takes the stock. Now Lyto has to work around the stage control master that is Diddy Kong and try and take the control of the game long enough to try and even up the stocks.
Absolutely,
unfortunately for Sheik players, when people say Sheik has problems killing, they don't just mean raw power. Sheik's not always the ideal character for stealing stocks.
Absolutely,
except for on Smashville, but forward smash and SBF takes game one.
Absolutely. Very, very dominant display from SBF there. I think he just really he was just utilising a lot of the ways that Lyto was doing there, which is really unfortunate, especially when you play a character like Diddy Kong who can get so much off of a punish. And
on top of that, SBF was getting a lot of cross-ups with his monkey flip, and even if he didn't get the cross-up, he was still getting the grab off it, which is something Lyto needs to be aware of, because it's making it difficult for him to maintain stage control.
Absolutely, and I want to see Lyto go and exert a little bit more off-stage pressure. We're not seeing too much of it from so far, but I think it's definitely one advantage you can do.
So game two, we're going to Sheikville. This is the stage Lyto, of course, will want to go to. Smashville's alright for Diddy as well, but on this stage in particular, Sheik can definitely do those Sheik combos and Void combos and everything else that Sheik's known to fight for.
Yeah, I can imagine that SBF probably banned FD because he doesn't want to give someone like Lyto that full plane with no kind of landing option. At least with Smashville, you do have the floating platform there that you can use.
Smashville's big enough, and with the platform it just gives Diddy just about enough room to escape from most offences.
So Lyto with a bit of an early lead, and this is one thing that Lyto does really well that I don't think many Sheiks in the north in particular do as much. He's very patient. He's a very patient guy who knows that. Oh wow, that vanish was crazy.
That was, let's go Lyto.
Yeah, that was nice. I like that option. But yeah, he's just like, he's one of those players that can just, he can sit, he can be very patient, he can needle camp you if he needs to, because he knows that people are very impatient at this game still, so you need to be very careful when you play this guy.
Yeah.
He's very good at it.
From my own personal experience with a patient player like Lyto, to catch him, you gotta start thinking really creatively sometimes.
Exactly, yeah. Now again, it's getting to the point where he can't really afford to do this, man. He can't do this situation where he can camp, because even if it's 1%, he's still a percent down. So he does need to be very careful here. He does get the advantage again. SBF has Lyto at the ledge. He has Banana in hand. What's he going to do with it? Throws it down for the roll read, but Lyto doing really well to just drop down and jump back onto the stage. Now Lyto putting SBF in that position. Whoa!
Oh, SBF held on those barrels there. I guess he was expecting Lyto to try and approach at the ledge, or try and maybe go for a ledge trump. Like with the B3 up B, might have been able to, I don't know, maybe counter the ledge trump.
And there is your bouncing fish, as raw as you like, man. He gets that stock, gets that kill. SBF now fighting from behind, and again, this is where Lyto could excel, man. When people are fighting from behind, this is where Sheik is probably one of the best in the game.
Yeah. SBF, like, as we said last game, Diddy being ahead with stage control is always the ideal situation. This is not. And even then, not even the down tilt to up smash is able to kill just yet. Another one will do it, but when it doesn't kill, it's, you know, it's not Diddy Kong's best situation.
Exactly. And that was such a strange interaction between the Banana and Lyto actually getting the grab. The SPF not really capitalising on it. Reads the air dodge, but he just mistimes the down smash. Would have been the stock, I believe, with that amount of rage at the ledge. SPF can count his stars. Look, he gets that up tilt. Really good move, especially when the opponent's on high percent. Comes out very quickly. Not much lag on it either. SPF down quite a lot of percent, but surely, if any character can bring this back, it's Diddy Kong. Lyto with a back throw, reads the air dodge again. SBF being a little bit trigger happy in every sense of the word. And Lyto with a massive advantage now with Banana in hand. He does throw it away. SBF was center stage though.
SBF's been quite generous to Lyto with those air dodges. SBF's expecting maybe the forward air, the back air, or the bouncing fish, and Lyto's just like, nah, I'm just gonna call you out with those Bs. So those explosions do a huge amount of knockback. If SBF was to get hit by another one in the next, I don't know, 10-20 seconds, it's gonna kill definitely.
And you can see there, now he's got into his head a little bit. It's like, this time he doesn't read the fact that he's gonna roll. Ledge trump back air.
He didn't want to risk it.
And he doesn't go way too far off stage. That could have been the stock if he went a little bit far down, but I think he was a little bit scared of risking the fact that he's going to lose the game. Doesn't want to go there at this point with this amount of advantage. Bouncing fish. I love that interaction from Lyto. He threw the Banana at the shield, knowing that SBF would drop it and just went straight for a bouncing fish. Really good stuff there to take it to a game 3 strategy.
Yeah, sometimes you've got to be brave with Sheik, and sometimes that fear can. Sometimes you tell yourself, oh, if I miss this, I might lose. Like, the fear can get you as a Sheik player, so I can totally understand Lyto not going for that bouncing fish after needles, but he was able to close out anyway, so it's fine.
Very much so. Now, if you're SBF, what kind of stage are you looking at right now? He's going to Lilac Cruise now. That is
Lilac Cruise is understandable.
It's a scary one, though.
Diddy's one of those characters who I think Diddy's okay with recovering on Lilac. Sheik, though, it can be a bit more scarier.
Yeah. And again, we've got these platforms back into play now. The fact that they're a little bit lower than stages like Battlefield and Dreamland is going to work in SBF's advantage more so than Lyto's, you've got to say.
Yeah, I don't know about these central platforms, but at least the side platforms, the side platforms will work in Lyto's favour and advantage, but for SBF, all 3 platforms work for his Diddy just fine.
Exactly, absolutely. Gets the Banana throw down to get back onto the middle stage.
Very good use of Banana there. He doesn't always have to throw it directly at Lyto. He just needs to throw it downwards as a trap for Lyto to fall into.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's one of the biggest things. It's not just the fact that you can trip people up, but it's a trap as well to see how your opponent reacts to it. Barrels off stage.
Oh, that was brave barrels.
And he does get back on stage very well. Good stuff there to SBF.
Yeah, barrels is a very unpredictable move to recover with, so even though it doesn't seem like the smart thing to do, and most people probably wouldn't go for it because it just seems crazy dangerous, like what are you doing, where are you going, but it's like, in the case of SBF's favour, it's such a crazy move that you never really know where Diddy's going to go exactly, and worst case scenario for the other player, the barrels might even detach from Diddy. I'm going for Lyto there, going for the, I believe it was a throw into the read, yeah, the read for the, he read the up air and got read for the up air and stop.
Yeah, really good stuff there from Lyto to get another read on SBF. SBF's got to be thinking in his head, what am I doing in terms of disadvantage to give Lyto all of these reads? Because Lyto is absolutely capitalising on them.
Yeah, this will be a very grand return for Lyto if he can take this set over SBF today. It'll be very big for Lyto. He hasn't been here in a while like that either.
Gets you down tilt. There's your up smash. Standing still there from SBF, and he gets himself back in the game with not a lot of percentage on his second stock.
Yeah,
really good.
Pretty much evened up at this point. Neither character has rage yet. 10% more, I think Diddy's rage was okay. So this is where the point now where Lyto's got the lead now, and SBF's gonna have to start approaching. See, a lot of patience in neutral, just going for the safest pokes right now. Both players are just going for the pokes until they can get the opponent into the ideal percentage for pressing and putting on the pressure.
And you can see here it's working in Lyto's favour a lot more so than any SBF's. You can just see he's got so much more options for poking. Sheik is such a good character for footsies, with the fact that she's got needles and really good frame data on most of her aerials. It's working out a lot more for Lyto in terms of this game plan. SBF needs to do something.
And these tilts are also really helping Lyto to a degree as well, because SBF's monkey flip is nowhere near as effective on Lylat as it would be when the stage tilts against him.
Absolutely.
Previously we saw SBF's Diddy monkey flip into the ground, which kind of just gave him lag, which is the last thing Diddy Kong wants.
Exactly. Especially against a character like Sheik, who can just make you wish that you did not choose that option. Sheik. Oh wow, Lyto gets the dash attack and gets the banana here. Really awesome motion.
SBF was reaching there.
There's a read.
Gets hit by another teleport.
Wait a second.
Vanish.
Gets to the point where he is on ledge again, and now Lyto needs to do something to get this kill quickly. He does not want to be able to lollygag on this too far.
Yeah, Lyto just needs to stay to his game plan. Don't panic. SBF's the one desperate right now. He's
exactly, yeah. The game is in his control.
Oh, and he gets the ledge
from back air.
Not strong enough, but it's still out percent on. This is dangerous now because Sheik's at a percent now where all Diddy needs to do is get one good edge guard, and you could potentially get a down air or even.
Oh wow! He falls out.
Exactly that. Attempted the F smash at the ledge, but thankfully Lyto was just about able to escape on it. Oh,
and there's your mountain fish,
and
there is the game. Lyto taking that set from SBF. Really good stuff there. Newcastle's finally showing up. SBF